Hi, my name is Chloe Summers and I am a high school librarian at Norman High. I am also a member of this year's Sequoyah reading team. The book that I want to talk to you guys about is The Last Bus to Everland by Sophie Cameron. So this book is about Brody. Brody is feeling sort of overlooked. He has a really high-achieving genius older brother and a star actress little sister. His dad has agoraphobia, which is becoming a lot more pronounced, and his mom is constantly having to work to help their family make ends meet. Nico always ends up having to sacrifice the most and is always just sort of overlooked. He ends up meeting a boy named Nico who is an art student, and they become friends. Nico takes Brody to a place called Everland, which is this sort of knockoff Narnia, where Brody really finds solid friendships and really just discovers who he is and feels very comfortable. Unfortunately, the doors to Everland start closing, and so people start getting trapped in Everland, and Brody realizes that he has to make a decision on whether or not he wants to stay in Everland with these new friends and with Nico, or if he wants to go back and face reality and make the most of his situation with his family, with his newfound knowledge of who he is. So this is a really great sort of realistic fiction. It's got LGBTQ characters. It has a lot about just finding yourself, and it's very emotional. There is a little bit of magical realism, but it's definitely not a full-on fantasy. A read-alike for this book is The Fascinators by Andrew Eliopis, and this is another book sort of about misfits. It's another LGBTQ novel, and it's another one of those realistic fiction with just a tiny bit of magical realism rather than a full-on fantasy novel, so I think it's a really great read-alike for The Last Bus to Everland. If you wanted to promote The Last Bus to Everland in your school, you could obviously put it on an LGBT display. You could put it in a display about magical realism, maybe like read-alikes for Narnia even like, if you like Narnia as a child, maybe you would like this one now. And to tie it into the curriculum, I think it would be great as a literature circle book in an English class that's focusing on self-discovery. It could also be done to analyze magical realism and how that is utilized in young adult writing. So this is a great book, and that is The Last Bus to Everland by Sophie Cameron.